Folks, let's ask some important questions today. As we watch the unfolding drama in American politics, it feels like the stakes have never been higher. But let's not get caught up in the headlines without pausing to reflect. What does this mean for the future of our democracy? Are we heading towards something new, or is this just another chapter in the same old book? We've all seen the scandals, whether it's Harris fumbling on foreign policy or Trump inflaming divisions with his rhetoric. These aren't just isolated incidents. They're shaping how Americans see their leaders. But here's the question. Are these controversies just distractions, or do they reflect something deeper going on in American politics? More and more, we're seeing a shift from policy-driven elections to something else entirely. Ask yourself, when was the last time we saw a campaign truly focused on the issues? Now it's all about personalities and media coverage. The question I'm asking is, have elections become a spectacle? Are voters turning into cheerleaders for their side, rather than thinking critically about the future of the country? Here's another big question. What happens to democracy when people no longer trust their institutions? Polls show that confidence in our government is at an all-time low. The question is, if we don't believe in the system, how do we expect it to function properly? What's the end game here? And let's talk about polarization for a moment. Have we reached the point where politicians care more about dividing us than bringing us together? What happens when voters are more loyal to their party than to the principles that built this country? Is this just the new normal, or can something be done? Now think about the media. We know it shapes the narrative, but are we being given the full story? Are we seeing the real issues, or just what will keep us glued to our screens? The question is, if media coverage is shaping elections more than the candidates' platforms, who really holds the power? Finally, here's the most important question of all. What kind of future are we building? Are we so focused on the here and now that we're forgetting what this country is supposed to stand for? As we move toward another crucial election, are we choosing leaders who will protect the values of democracy, or are we simply picking sides in a never-ending game? So I leave you with this. What kind of country do we want to live in? What kind of democracy do we want to pass down to the next generation? And what are we willing to do to make sure it's the right kind of leadership that guides us forward? As always, these are just questions, important questions, and it's up to you to find the answers. Stay thoughtful, stay engaged, and until next time, keep asking the tough questions.